guys, thanks for watching. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit that like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Today's video is something fun that I haven't really done on my channel before. It is a full celebrity inspired makeup look. So this full look is completely inspired by Kim Kardashian's makeup look for the 2018 Met Gala that just happened. I know, you're probably sick of seeing recreations and tutorials for this look. I know everyone and their dog is talking about this makeup look and recreating it, but I don't really care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Something about her makeup look this year just... her entire look, from her dress, her makeup, her skin, her hair, everything was perfection. So this is my take on her makeup look. Of course, it's not 100% like her makeup look. It never will be, nor could I ever expect to look like Kim Kardashian. I wish. But yes, if you would like to see how I created this Kim Kardashian inspired makeup look, please keep watching. So before I start with my eyes or face, I'm gonna prep my lips because Kim has very full, voluptuous lips, which I do not. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. This is like a super plumping lip gloss, and I'm gonna put that all over my lips. And we are gonna let that kind of do its magic. So I have already prepped my skin with moisturizer and eye cream. Mario has said before in interviews he really likes to make sure that the base is really well moisturized, hydrated. So I've done that before, that way it's really just having time to absorb into my skin while I'm doing the eyes. So I am gonna fill in my brows. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I use the color Dark Brown. So I'm just going to kind of brush my brow hairs upwards. And I'm gonna do small brush strokes just to kind of create almost a hair-like appearance. And then I'm just gonna brush through that just to soften the lines. I am gonna straighten the line underneath as well as extending the inner corner of my eyebrow. And then I'm gonna angle my brush slightly and do really light hair-like strokes. It's kind of emulating the way the hairs would grow if my brows weren't assholes, that is. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I am going to clean them up and just thin them out a little bit with concealer. I'm gonna run this underneath on a Morphe M432 brush. And I'm gonna concentrate it a bit more in just creating a more rounded arch. And then just blend it downwards. And also on the top. We're gonna move on to the eyes, which are the star of the show. I'm actually going to use a little bit of my foundation as my eye base, which I pretty much never do, but I am tanned right now, and this is a long-wear oil-free foundation, so it matches me pretty well just to even out the tone of my eyes. You may even be wondering, Megan, did you go a little heavy with the self-tanner? Yes, I did. I really did. I just want to look golden and glowing like Kim Kardashian. Okay. I am going to set that with some translucent powder on the Morphe E48 brush. I'm actually going to use the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to use a bit of this shade right here. So you can see I'm really extending that this way, out towards the tail of my brow. I'm gonna mix the color I was using before here, and then in really light circular motions. I'm gonna darken that a little bit using the Morphe M505 brush and this brown right here. And I'm gently sweeping it downwards with a little flick just to accentuate that wing cat eye shape. Dark brown and an angled brush. This is the Morphe E11. Now I'm just gonna start smudging that. So using like a small pencil brush, I'm just smoking that, buffing that into the lash line. As well as adding a bit to the outer corner, right in there. So you can see that smoky wing shape starting to come together. And then I'm taking the Smashbox Always On gel eyeliner, and I'm going to intensify that line. So I'm really buffing it in circular motion sort of upwards just to diffuse the line. This shade here and this shade from the palette. Sweep that and blend that over the eyelid. A mix of this color and just really blend those. Just with those two shades again. Two warm shades here. Now I'm gonna go in with a liquid liner just to intensify that. This eyeliner drags a little bit too much to get that nice like crisp wing. This is the Tarte gel eyeliner. You can definitely just use a gel eyeliner for this, or just a liquid. It's just the Smashbox liquid liner that I was using. I wanted to try it again just to see like if I do like it or not. Then just lightly going over that and smoking out that line. I'm just gonna bring that liquid liner in. I'm also going to take the Smashbox Always On gel eyeliner and smudge this into my inner waterline along the top. I'm going to do a thin coat of mascara because I am going to pop some lashes on. I am going to be using my Ozzaretto Cosmetics. These are the Legendary Lash. I freaking love these eyelashes. They are so beautiful and they feel really luxurious. I don't have lashes exactly like the ones that Kim has, so these are kind of the closest match that I have in my personal collection. If you like these lashes and you want to order them, you can use my discount code MeganC10 to save money. I'm gonna let that dry for a second before I just kind of gently smoke that out a little bit more. So I'm gonna take that same eyeliner and run that in my waterline. And you want to bring it all the way in. I'm gonna mix this color with a little bit of this and run that underneath my brow. Just so it's not a super intense highlight. And then I do see a bit of that in the inner corner as well. I'm going to prime my skin with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. It honestly completely blew me away. It helps to blur the appearance of pores, makes your foundation go on more smoothly, keeps it on all day through almost anything, and I mean anything. And I'm going to be using the Liz Wautier Teint Velour Foundation in the shade Natural. I'm going to blend that in with my Love is the Foundation brush from IT Cosmetics. But I like this brush because it gives me a fuller coverage. Kim's skin in the photo, I mean, her skin always looks phenomenal. Her skin does look fuller coverage and it's not overly dewy, it is quite matte. So then I just kind of finish blending it by tapping it in with my sponge. She doesn't have much blush and the highlight is really soft. It's mostly just highlighted with concealer in the center of her face. So I am going to use a concealer that's a bit on the lighter side, but first I'm just going to blend some color corrector under my eyes to counteract my crazy dark circles. Then going in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and in true Kim K form, this whole area is nice and bright. And I'm also going to extend that onto my nose. The forehead, and the lip. Spraying my sponge with the Smashbox primer water and let's blend this. This has kind of thrown it back to that like iconic, super bright inner Kim K look that I feel like Mario really kind of trademarked that. To set that, I'm going to be the most extra that I possibly can be. I'm going to take a mixture of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, this color here, and the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffuse Light, Morphe E48 brush, and I'm going to set my under eyes and that whole area there. The Hourglass powder on its own, it's okay, but it's not quite as opaque and intense as I want this under eye highlight to be. So mixing them together gives me like hella full coverage. And I'm also gonna set the other areas. So I'm gonna add a bit of warmth and contour. She doesn't have a super intense contour in this photo, but I'm gonna use the Chanel Soleil de Tan Cream Bronzer. Really just warm up my skin. And starting from the tip of my ear, bringing that inwards. Down my jaw too. So I'm gonna go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette again. Mostly this color with a tiny bit of the first shade. And she has a really beautiful angular jaw that I do not have. So we're gonna contour. Obviously we gotta contour the nose because Kim has a tiny perfect little nose that I do not have, even though I asked my surgeon to give me a Kim Kardashian nose when I was getting my correction surgery. And he was all, well, Megan, this isn't a cosmetic surgery. You need to be able to breathe. Ugh, whatever. So I'm gonna use Morphe M517. Need to take the sponge and blend that out. Just bringing some loose powder on the sides of my nose. It doesn't really look like she has that much highlight on in the photo, so I'm gonna go for a bit more of a natural highlight. This is the Natasha Denona All Over Glow Face and Body Shimmer in number 1, Anastasia A23 brush. Also a touch, center of my nose, Cupid's bow, major throwback. Milani Luminoso, honestly just a touch. So now that the face is pretty much done, I'm gonna just finish up the eyes. I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe M508 brush, the black that we used before, and smudge that along the lower lash line. So I'm just taking my sponge and just kind of running that back and forth to soften. Mascara on the lower lash line. Now they did a very like 90s inspired look for her because I know she was wearing vintage Versace. So the lips too are that really classic like kind of 90s nude brown, which is actually a bit of a challenge for me because I hate wearing brown tone colors on my lips unless it's like a true nude. They're just usually not very flattering for me. So the closest lip liner I have right now is the Smashbox lip pencil. These were discontinued. Any of their new nude ones would work just as well. This is in the shade Light. And I am gonna overdraw my lips. So I always start by doing that in the Cupid's bow. And she's got kind of a very soft ombre lip going on, like it's darker on the outer edges than lighter on the inside. This is the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Commando. Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood. It looks like she has a little bit of gloss or something, so I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of that Too Faced just for a little bit of moisture. Smashbox Primer Water. I'm gonna try and Kim Kardashian-ify my hair. I'll be right back. Yeah, my hair totally looks exactly like Kim Kardashian. And that completes this look. This is my take on Kim Kardashian West's 2018 Met Gala makeup look. Of course, there's a million different ways to do this, a million different products to use to do this. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was very fun for me to do. Kind of a fun challenge, something I don't usually do on my channel, but I definitely want to start doing more of. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.